Willkommen zurück zu Tales of Arise. Wir haben einen ziemlich krassen Kampf hinter uns und sind ganz in der Nähe der Sternmarkierung und man kann es eigentlich schon ein bisschen sehen. Und ja, ich bin sehr, sehr aufgeregt, wie es jetzt weitergeht. Dieses Spiel ist ein Spannungsbogen nach dem anderen. Und ja, die Suche nach dem Raumschiff hat, glaube ich, vorerst erstmal ein Ende. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob es funktioniert und wir es eventuell reparieren müssen. Deswegen, ja, gucken wir einfach mal nach, wie es aussieht.
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Bloß nicht wegfliegen.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alvin.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alvin.
Works for me.
Okay, Shionnes scheint dann nicht so... Also scheint ein bisschen traurig zu sein, aber vielleicht, weil die Reise dann langsam zu Ende geht. Ich denke aber mal, das war ein sehr eindeutiges Zeichen, dass wir uns noch mal vorher eindecken sollen. Deswegen werde ich doch noch mal ein paar Sachen verkaufen, damit ich genug Geld habe, um mich komplett aufzufüllen. Ja, ich weiß ja nicht so ganz, was noch alles auf uns hier wartet. Aber gewiss ist, dass wir uns eindecken müssen. Deswegen verkaufe ich jetzt mal ein paar der Waffen, von denen ich denke, na gut, vielleicht brauche ich sie wirklich nicht mehr oder ich kann sie zumindest nachbauen. Wir machen das jetzt einfach mal so. Vielleicht gucken wir erstmal, was wir noch so brauchen. Wir können ja immer bis zu 15 Stück tragen. Vielleicht maximieren wir das nicht unbedingt aus. Mal gucken, vielleicht kann ich noch mal ein bisschen was verkaufen. Wir brauchen halt Geld, sonst komme ich nicht weiter. Eigentlich verkaufe ich den Flammenritter sehr ungern. Dann machen wir es lieber so. Und irgendwie hadert man ja schon mit sich, das alles zu verkaufen, weil man weiß, dass man die eventuell noch gebrauchen könnte zum Weiteraufwerten. Dann machen wir es vielleicht doch lieber wegen HP-Regeneration. Das ist fast mit Abstand das Wichtigste oder das, was wir am meisten benutzen. Können wir jetzt doch mal gucken, ob wir hier von den Materialien was verkaufen. Fangen wir mal oben langsam an. Ich sag mal, Kleinvieh macht auch Mist, aber vielleicht nehmen wir jetzt erstmal das. Das können wir uns ja auch weiter züchten. Auch die Meerbrasse können wir sicherlich noch mal irgendwo fangen. Oh, davon haben wir 36 Stück. Vielleicht können wir ja einen kleinen Anteil verkaufen. Muss ja nicht direkt all in gehen. Zumindest nichts, was wir nicht in so einer großen Vielzahl haben. Das macht dann keinen Sinn. Dass wir einfach ein bisschen Geld haben. Vielleicht können wir auch was hier vom Zubehör loswerden, was wir eventuell nicht mehr brauchen oder hier von den Zubehörmaterialien. Ich finde das so krass, dass hier jeder einzeln anscheinend gelistet ist, je nachdem, was die für Fertigkeiten haben. Deswegen gucke ich lieber nochmal, was wir kaufen. Dann kann ich ja immer noch verkaufen. Ja, wir sollten auf jeden Fall nochmal ein Ananas-Gelee nehmen. Das sieht doch schon mal ganz gut aus. Damit kann man arbeiten. Denn ich bin mir sicher, auf Lineges wird es nicht einfacher. Ja, ich denke mal, ich bin jetzt erstmal damit
Did we
zufrieden.
really just spend that much money?
Die Sternmarkierung ist immer noch gegeben. Die ist mal ein bisschen gewandert. Ich guck mal, ob da oben irgendwas ist. Das ist ja wie so eine Spitze. Da hinten sehen wir Genetharos. Da liegt nur das Meer einmal zwischen. Guck noch einmal hier rum, ob hier irgendwo noch was liegt, bevor noch eine Cutscene kommt und wir nicht mehr die Möglichkeit haben. Das hatte ich ja auch schon mal bei dem einen oder anderen Spiel, dann konnte man da nicht mehr hin zurück. Dann war man traurig. Gut, dann gucken wir uns mal die Sternmarkierung an.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dahna.
No offense to Shionnes and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dahna alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shionnes and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dahna. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dahna. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Dahnans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dahna. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shionnes can finally get rid of her thorns. Shionnes?
Huh? Yeah.
Alle schlafen im Sitzen.
Where? Shionnes?
Ach, kommt jetzt wieder so ein nächtliches Gespräch. Deine Gruppe hat sich aufgelöst. Ja, das ist ja immer, wenn man nochmal so...
Where'd Shionnes go? How could she just go off on her own?
Wenn man nochmal so Gespräche führt. Da hinten steht sie doch. Wahrscheinlich kommt jetzt wieder irgendwas Romantisches. Dann gucken wir mal.
Shionnes. Shionnes! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Shionnes?
Stay out of my way.
Was?
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Was ist denn jetzt los? Was ist los?
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Dahnans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this.
Dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
Okay, wir sollen mit allen Gruppenmitgliedern sprechen. Das war jetzt eine sehr emotionale Szene. Jetzt wissen wir auch ein bisschen mehr über die Dornen. Und vielleicht fangen wir schon mal mit Dohalim an.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dahna's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shionnes in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renan would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
Ich frage mich, was uns auf der anderen Seite erwartet, sobald sich alle Teile zusammenfügen. Ich auch. Ich auch. Ja, ist alles sehr emotional gerade. Dann gucken wir mal, was Kisara dazu zu sagen hat.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shionne's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shionne wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shionne doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shionne what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
Lass uns zurückholen, was uns gestohlen wurde. Ja. Auf jeden Fall. Gut. Wir haben noch 3 andere offen, aber ich würde sagen, wir machen hier einen kleinen Cut. Es war, wie gesagt, sehr emotional. Ich bin sehr froh, jetzt mehr über die Dornen wissen zu können, und ich finde es auch sehr schön, dass Dohalim jetzt gerade so einen Part hatte, der wieder Hoffnung schöpfen ließ als anderer Renäer und gesagt hat, okay, stopp, vielleicht finden wir ja irgendwas, was noch keiner weiß, weil das alles ist 300 Jahre schon her mit allem. Und ja, wer weiß, wie es am Ende sich wirklich rausstellt. Ich danke euch fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal.